Welcome, my returning subscribers and the new ones. Today, we are talking about something every family faces at one point or another: communication breakdown. I told you a story last week how my family fell apart in 2019. Not because we do not love each other, but because love alone doesn't guarantee understanding. The Bible speaks often about power of words, and modern research confirms what scripture has been teaching us for centuries. Today I want to share my lessons from that experience. Number 1. Communication breaks down when we stop listening. James 1:19 gives us a simple but profound blueprint. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. Most families reverse this order. We become quick to speak, quick to react, and slow to listen. Research from University of Minnesota shows that in conflict, people listen for an average of only 17 seconds before interrupting. That means most of us aren't listening to understand, we are listening to defend. When listening disappears, assumptions take over, and assumptions are the birthplace of misunderstanding. Number 2 lesson I learned from that experience is that communication breaks down when emotions go unmanaged. Proverbs 15:1 says, "A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger." Families often communicate from emotion. Partners communicate from emotion, not intention. A psychologist called this emotional flooding. When your body becomes so overwhelmed that you can't process information clearly. Studies also from Gottman Institute shows that once a person is emotionally flooded, they need at least 20 minutes to return to calm. So wives, husbands, don't always seek for immediate answer. When that man needs space, give him space. When that woman is silent, allow him a short while. But matured people should address the issue. So many arguments in families are not about the issues. They are about unmanaged emotions speaking louder than the hearts. Number 3 lesson I learned is that communication breaks down when we avoid hard conversations. Now, Ephesians 4:15 encourages us to speak the truth in love. Avoidance feels peaceful in the moment, but it creates long-term tension. Research published in the Journal of Family Psychology found that families who avoid difficult conversations experience higher levels of resentment and emotional distance. Silence is not peace. Silence is often the source where bitterness grows. Healthy families don't avoid truth. They approach it with love, timing, and humility. Number 4 lesson I learned from that experience is that communication breaks down when we don't feel safe in the hand of our partner, in the family we found ourselves. Every family needs what psychology call emotional safety. The sense that you can express yourself without fear of ridicule, dismissal, judgment, criticism, or punishment. Don't shout your child down when he's expressing her feelings. You puncture the child's ego. Don't shout your wife or your husband down. Allow them to say their mind. If you shout them or interrupt them today, they might shut down. You won't get another information or expression of heartfelt bitterness or anger or negligence from them. They will just swallow it. And when bitterness is swallowed, it gives birth another time. Proverbs 12:8 says, "The words of the reckless pierces like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing." When communication feels unsafe, people shut down. They withdraw, they speak less, share less, trust less. Healing begins when we create an atmosphere where every voice matters, even the quiet ones. A call to action for you this week. As a husband, as a wife, you people can pray this. When God shapes your hearts, He shapes our communication. When God shapes our hearts, He shapes our communication. This is my word for you this week. Before you talk to your husband, you talk to your wife, talk to your children, ask yourself, how will Jesus feel if I talk to Him this way? How will Jesus feel if I talk to Him the way I spoke to my wife or I spoke to my husband? Is He going to give you a clap? Is He going to say, "Well done" to you? Is He going to say, "Well done, my son, you have said it well"? If my teaching resonates with you, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumb up, send me a love in the comment section, share so that others might get healing. I'm sure you're not the only one benefiting. Don't be the only one that will benefit from this teaching. Share to others that they may receive healing. Thank you for being here. Stay with me throughout this month. We are talking on communication. These are the lessons I learned from my experience. We are delving into how to restore our communication, how we can speak without conflict, how we can restore our relational bond throughout this month. And I pray that God will do a new thing in our lives by the end of the lessons. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being.